Okay, so opening up the app, we're going to do our coordinates. And I read online that suggests that when you hit the coordinate thing, like to, find the coordinates, that all of us who are doing this should all be concentrating on our intention.
Oh, when we hit the coordinates.
Yes, so that the coordinates are feeding off of what we're putting out there.
Okay.
So you can either just think about the concept of pleasingly spooky. You can repeat the words in your mind.
Okay.
But yeah, be thinking about that, whether it's literally just phonetically the words or you're thinking about the concept.
So then, Al, we will need you here in a moment.
Yep.
Okay, you need my brain.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, we're going to choose the ANU because that's the really crazy machine that they use to generate numbers.
Yeah, it's a random number generator in
Yep.
Australia.
All right, think about the intent. Pleasantly spooky. Pleasantly spooky. Yes, pleasantly spooky. It's finding a location, it says. I'm not seeing anything to indicate that it's actually finding a location. It's not like there's a... Okay, there we go. Okay, we have our location.
Okay. Well, we have a grid. And now we can pick either an attractor or a void.
No, we already picked anomaly. Sorry, I guess I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
We picked anomaly because that's supposed to be like the strongest likelihood.
Of the attractors or the strongest of the voids.
Yes, exactly.
And
Oh wait,
most voids are
actually,
the most attractive.
I guess you can choose. There are a few options. All right, it gave us a few options actually. So, void, we could choose to go to. Another void is by us, and then there's an attractor by us. I say we go to the attractor.
I think that sounds good.
Yeah. And I'm going to say we should drive there because it's a 43-minute walk.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, we followed the directions, which I guess it also has a Google Map,
Yeah,
like
it's
GPS component.
Yeah, well, it's the numbers are a longitude latitude thing.
Okay.
So then you open up Google Maps and you direct yourself how to go to those coordinates.
Okay.
So the coordinates brought us to this apartment complex, and I don't see anything pleasantly spooky.
Neither do I, and there are like people hanging out here.
Yeah, I mean, they live here. You know what I mean? So
Well,
there's-
yeah, not hanging out.
Yeah. So I'm going to call this anomaly hunt a bust. Like right now, we're where we should be.
Yeah, we're just a normal place.
Yeah.
We're just in the parking lot of an apartment complex.
Right. So I'm thinking I'm going to now, this is my idea. Why don't we do the opposite thing now and let's go to the void coordinates.
Yeah.
Right now we're supposed to be at the most concentrated, most likely spot to see an intention-based thing, and we're not seeing anything. So let's go to the least likely spot for that to be possible and see if weirdly that yields more results.
Now, I'm thinking as well that the intended usage here would be for us to now get out, I think, of the car and walk around.
Yeah. But I also say maybe.
This feels like private property,
Yeah,
though.
it can.
That's how I feel. I feel like we should not be getting out of the car.
Yeah.
Well, no, but
And
also
walking
I've
around.
seen videos, you don't always walk around. There are people who also just drive by a thing and they're like, oh my god, these are the coordinates, and I'm noticing something that's exactly what my intention is. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Holy shrimp.
Yeah, holy shrimp. So yeah, it's not always a walk around thing. It can be, though.
Okay.
All right, I have the directions
that
for
bird.
our next
Yeah, there's a bird
void
over there.
area.
Okay, you do have it?
Yes, ready?
Oh, okay, yeah.
8 minutes.
North toward Hamilton Street.
Okay,
You're gonna start driving.
okay, here we go.
West toward Hamilton
Do you want
Street.
me to record this part?
Let's go to the void. Sure, if you want to.
Turn right onto
I don't particularly, but
This
do
looks
you
like
want
it's
me to?
bringing us back into Highland Park.
Back into town?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, maybe you should turn it off because we're going to basically be giving away where we live. All right, we are at location 2. This was supposed to be a void. Mm-hmm. So the quantum whatevers are spaced out the
Right.
most here.
Right.
But we're in more of a
A
neighborhood.
suburban, area. It feels more normal to walk around here than it is to walk around like a closed apartment complex.
So we're going to walk around.
Yeah.
We're going to look for something pleasantly spooky.
But
Can we explain that we just had a moment?
Yes, I think that we kind of saw something pleasantly spooky. We saw a guy who looked just like Allie's dad.
It was amazing.
It really was indiscernible until about like 30 feet away, which is pretty close. I really was sure it was my dad until we were about 30 feet away. And then I was like, oh, he's like 20 years younger than my dad. But
Like spot on.
same gait, same pacing, same walk, same face, same facial hair, same clothes.
He could have been auditioning to be your dad in
And he
something
would have gotten the role.
in the story, yeah.
I think his hair tone was warmer, but that's like the only thing.
All right, that's fair. Have you seen him in the summer though? Because maybe
That's true.
Officer, the man who hit me had a warm hair tone. Does that help anybody?
A colorist to the end.
Okay. All right, let's
She's
go
a
explore.
master.
She is
right.
a master.
Okay.
Here we go.
Although I had nightmares about working in the salon 2 nights in a row this week.
Oh,
Really?
Kristen.
Yes, don't like it. This is kind of pleasantly spooky. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Just because why? Because it's woods?
Yeah, it's just like, rusty chain link.
Yeah, it is locked. It is kind of cool that it's like a rusty fence with a clean chain.
Yeah.
Like it's been recently opened.
Right, this is the kind of detective detail that you'd be like, something's happened here, look, rusty links,
Yeah,
but clean chain.
yeah.
Clean.
Clean.
It is pleasant.
It's pleasantly
It is
spooky.
pleasantly spooky, I have to say.
Is that too easy an answer?
But you know what? I think it's such a vague, encompassing intention.
Right.
And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. But yeah, I would call this pleasantly spooky. If you want to get nuts, come on, let's get nuts. And let's do it again and let's have a very specific intention.
I think we need to be more specific. I think you're right.
I'm into
because
that.
This is like a horoscope.
Yeah.
This is like,
Be whatever you want it to be.
exactly.
But I just feel between the doppelganger and
do
this
too.
little weirdness, I think this is.
I don't think it's so bad.
I think this isn't bad.
I don't think it's such a bad result.
You find it spooky?
I mean,
Pleasantly.
yeah, it's a little spooky. Like if you were here at night and you're ghost hunting, you'd be like, ooh, look at this fenced off area. And it has a clean chain. Wish we could
Okay.
get in there.
The clean chain of it all is by far obviously the most interesting thing. It's spooky. I see beer
That is spooky.
on the inside of the fence. This might bump it up for me. The fact that the beer cans are on the inside of the fence next to this fallen tree.
Is that a Monster energy drink? Next to the
Yeah. Oh my god.
Monster.
And the devil laughs.
Somebody was going nuts.
So we're calling it on this location already?
I mean, we can walk around more.
What do you want to do?
I mean, it's just a suburb. I don't think we're gonna really find anything.
Do you want to go to the other location? Didn't it find 3?
Let me see.
I think there are 3 kinds of locations you can find.
Yeah, I don't know if it always generates the 3. Let's see.
I mean, we can also
Oh, attract. Yes.
There's a third?
Yes, there's a third.
So we'll do a third pleasantly spooky
Yep.
and then do a reevaluation.
Yes.
Reevaluation. Maybe
Yes.
this will be, third time's a charm.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I can't believe you guys don't agree with the doppelganger.
No, I do agree.
I can't believe Will doesn't agree.
Why? He wasn't a doppelganger. He was a guy that looked like your dad.
Doppelganger.
I don't know. I'm a stickler for the rules.
Damn.
I also think we've got a particular scenario where we have set an intention for a collective.
Toward Lincoln Avenue.
The 3 of us have the same intention. Does that make it more powerful, or does that mean that
Turn left onto Lincoln Avenue.
I need to follow I think I need to follow the decision making of the group right now, because 2 of 3 of us have said that was pleasantly spooky. So I must defer, right? I'm the odd one out.
Let's go to the third location.
I agree. We'll go to the 3rd location, but we'll call this one a success.
Okay.
Right. All right.
Okay.
We're at
location
3.
It says that it's kind of on the left, technically, but I think it can be in the area.
Right.
All right. Eyes peeled for pleasantly spooky.
Is this also a void, or what is this?
This is a void.
Is it a void?
Yes. It gave us anomaly, void.
Okay. Kristen's literally looking at a house because she's in the market.
It's cute.
Which is cool. Maybe Randonauting will make you find a house.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, I think I want to look at this.
It's just a deer fence.
It's a deer fence?
Just to keep deer away from it.
So they chew the cans and they get...
No, the reflection scares them.
Their reflection scares them?
The reflection of the
Oh. You're like vampires. The
Did you know that?
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, where are you going?
Nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere fast. There's nothing.
No, there's nothing.
There's nothing.
Try ice cream.
We'll do ice cream?
Yeah.
All right.
Specific. Two of the ones I can think of that I've seen that people have done are blue and white, and they go to like a blue and white house. Somebody set the intention of old Hollywood glamour, and their coordinates brought them to a movie theater playing old Hollywood movies.
Okay.
Think specific and weird. Old Hollywood glamour is weird.
Old Hollywood glamour is weird. But if we're trying to get ice cream, like if that person said blue and white, should we say cookies and cream?
No, ice cream.
We're calling it.
Yeah.
Basically,
not
yeah.
so spooky.
Not so spooky.
Yeah.
In trying to get more specific, do we want to stick with ice cream or do you want to try to go for something that's
Yeah, why not
more
ice cream?
characteristic? We're going to just do ice cream?
Oh, because it's not Guide to the Unknown.
I don't know.
You invited me along. It was going to end up being ice cream.
All right, let's make it ice cream.
Yeah, I think ice cream's fine.
Let's go set a new intention.
We're still doing a spooky thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're
so,
still doing randonauting. Maybe
Yeah.
we will find some serendipity.
Yeah, exactly. We might go somewhere and there's like graffiti of ice cream.
Maybe we'll get some serendipin dots.
Ooh.
That was a pretty good joke, right?
Yeah.
Trademark.
It's good.
Hey, say cool joke, Will.
Cool joke, Will.
No.
Hey, stop it. Okay, we're back in the car. We are setting a new intention. Pleasantly spooky arguably gave us nothing.
Yes.
You
Except for Allie's dad's doppelganger.
and that
some
cool
rusted
chain link
chain.
fence.
So we are to think about ice cream. Think about the concept of it. Think about how it tastes. Think about its texture, its temperature. Think about your favorite flavor of ice cream. Think about the look of it, okay? Think about all these things. And this time, I'm gonna hit the attractor button,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
Yeah, because we got to attract
All
something.
right, so we're thinking ice cream right now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, up to how many points would you like to look for? Let's do 5 again.
Sure. Swirly, curly, dreamy,
Whirly.
creamy,
All right.
whirly.
Do that. Trace words.
Ice
Now it's finding our
cream.
location. Focus on
Ice
that intent.
Cream. Ice
Think
cream.
about the picture of the ice cream that you want. Think about the color
Whoopie
of
bar.
the ice cream. Do you like toppings on your ice cream? Do you like those wet nuts? I don't really like those. Okay.
No, don't think about wet nuts.
Don't think about wet nuts.
Don't let the wet nuts in.
Okay.
All right. Do we have them?
Yeah. Oh, no points currently detected in the area, supplying a quantum point for you instead. What does that mean?
What the hell's a quantum point?
I don't know.
Is this a final boss?
Maybe it is. And it says random point generated. Okay.
Do we obey or?
Oh yeah, definitely obey.
What if
Gotta
it's
go with-
just the Dairy Deluxe?
That'd be amazing.
That would be
That'd
amazing.
that'd be pretty amazing.
We have to go with what the universe is giving us. All right, so
For
let's
sure.
let's view it. So this is 1 point, 8 minutes away.
Okay.
I'm hitting start.
All right, fine.
directions.
Milton Street toward
All right.
Here we go. So should it
Rolls Road.
should it still be operating off of ice cream?
Yes.
Milton Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's so specific. Pleasantly spooky could have been anything.
Right.
So up to interpretation. Ice cream. Think ice cream. Here we go. All right. With our new intent in place of ice cream, we're here.
We're behind some.
Look at the deers trolloping. Will, watch the deer.
There's also a gentleman looking at us from one of the Rutgers worker buildings. So,
Where we can get some good cream.
yeah. So we're basically just on the side of the road. We're gonna look for ice cream garbage, basically, and see if there's maybe a Dum Dum wrapper.
It
or
took us
a-
genuinely to like a crap heap.
Yeah. You know. Yeah, I know. We're not really giving
Don't blame New Jersey for this.
New Jersey a great look.
I may not be a native son of Jersey, but I understand it's more than this.
I will say, we did pass an ice cream truck on the way here.
That is true. We saw an ice cream truck about
Not normal in our area.
okay, about midway
Okay.
to arriving. It's not normal in our area as if it can't be here. Like it's just someone driving.
Park. One time I did. and
One
it
time.
was the whole thing.
One time. All right. So what are we? What's the evaluation here? Like, what's the lesson?
I think that our personal experience with Randonautica was kind of a bust.
Right?
Yes, but
I think the first round was pretty cool.
seeing the doppelganger of your dad.
I think if you do a kind of wider intention, it is a little horoscopy because you can like kind of see stuff, but it makes you notice stuff in a new way and kind of look for meaning in places.
Yeah, the search for meaning, or the spotting of meaning where there may be nothing, I feel like is an inherent trait to people. That's why you can look at a cloud and see a face.
Yeah.
But
Or like abstract art has
Yeah.
value.
yes, absolutely. But it just is sort
I
of
don't
us
feel that we
striving
ex-
from.
Yeah, I don't know that we experienced anomalies.
I don't think we experienced anything.
Yeah.
I think even your father's doppelganger, while cool, admittedly was not at the destination. What was at the destination was a rusty fence that happened to have a clean chain, which
Right.
I don't know. I'm gonna say my personal vote, Will Rogers. Randonauting, I think if you do randonauting 1,000 times, you're gonna come up with something awesome, but that's just the nature of truly being a random astronaut or whatever. Like you're eventually you can't keep finding nothing.
Right.
But 4 locations, I think nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I already said Kristen Rogers, Anderson on record. Nothing.
You're going by Kristen Anderson.
I know, I messed up.
You don't know your own name. All right,
I don't.
Let's get out of here. I do have one last place where I think we might be able to find something.
Okay.
So if you trust me, do you trust me?
Yes.
Do you trust me?
I trust you, Will.
Let's find something good.
Okay.
So there you go. An afternoon of randonauting.
Yeah.
A handful of locations, and we finally have what our intentions were seeking.
Ice cream.
Bam. What'd you get, Kristen?
William and I both got a scoop of vanilla peanut butter and a scoop of cookies and cream.
Couldn't be better. Al, what'd you get?
I got a pineapple Dole Whip.
Pineapple Dole Whip.
Would you look at that? Pineapple Dole Whip.
Hey, shut up. All right, well, there you go. 4 locations and kind of a bust.
Yeah, but you know,
I feel like we ended up just where we wanted to be.
that's
Yeah,
right.
it's true.
In the car with ice cream.
Yeah,
The
it
edge
was-
was scratched. I'm glad that I tried it.
I'm definitely glad that we tried it. I think it was
kinda would
worthwhile.
I would try it again.
I would absolutely.
I might try it by myself or something, just like on a bored day.
Yeah.
I could see myself just being like, all right, let's do this thing.
I think, don't they recommend you go with like friends and go during the day and
It
stuff?
says if you're not used to traveling by yourself, you should bring friends.
Oh, I'm nothing. If not
I know,
a solo
you're
traveler.
I was gonna say, Chrissy with a short radius, you'll find a bunch of places for Crumbs to hang out.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, bring the boy.
Yeah, I would not be against trying again
Yeah.
with a different intention in mind or something.
Yeah, I mean, nothing was hurt.
No,
but,
nothing
you
was
know.
hurt at all. But certainly for an attempt.
Yes.
It was worth a try, and yet.
And yet nothing.
And
We
yet
might have found a house for Chrissy.
Yeah, there was a really cute little cottage.
We found a guy who could play my dad in a movie.
Right.
And
We got ice cream.
we got ice cream.
We got ice cream. All right, everybody. Well, that brings us to the end of this week's episode of Guide to the Unknown. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us, for leaving the studio with us for one of the
Yes.
rare times that we get out of the basement.
Yes, absolutely. I hope it was refreshing, especially in these times.
Yeah.
Now more than
Just
ever.
as refreshing as ice cream.
Yeah. Make sure that you follow at GTTU Pod all over the place to stay up to date with every new release from Guide to the Unknown. We just released a brand new podcast called Ghost Adventures, which is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere podcasts can be found. So go there and subscribe. Watch the Zach Bagans Master Classic Ghost Adventures with us, and then hear our thoughts on it as we issue awards to most dramatic moment, play of the game, best quote, stuff like that. Super fun, and there are 2 episodes out there waiting for you right this second. We'd also really appreciate it if you'd leave this show, Guide to the Unknown, a review. It helps to give us visibility and give us that warm, fuzzy feeling. You can find all of this and more at the home of Guide to the Unknown, gttupod.com. So thank you all so much once again for hanging out with us. We will see you again next week, probably back in the basement. But until that time comes, we must travel.
Back to the netherworld. Go we.
We did it.
We did it.
Look at us.
Bye.
Look at us.
Bye.